Okay. First, I want to say happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe that it's tomorrow. It seems like it came up all of a sudden. It's like it's just on top of us. Like last week, it was Labor Day, and now this week is Thanksgiving. And I just think it's early. Usually, it's around the end of the month. So that's probably what I'm having problems with, but it's just here. It just seems like it said bam Thanksgiving, and then you when you turn around it's gonna be Christmas, so and then it's gonna be New Year's, so time is flying. And I want to say that this time of year, you need to be careful out there in them streets. It's darker earlier and you're out shopping. And even though it's only 6 p.m. or 5:45, you thinking, oh, well, it's still middle of the day, but it's pitch black. It look like it's midnight. And it seems like once it starts to do that, your whole situation change, your whole body changes. Like you don't want to be out there, but you have to, and your mood changes. I think they call it seasonal disorder because you're in the dark more. But this is the robbing time of year. So be more aware of your surroundings. Put your phone down. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Tell your wives, your girlfriends, tell your children that they need to stop. Because, the grandkids, they walk around with their phone down, like with their head down like that. They need to stop that because first off, they don't know, they innocent, they 15, 16, they don't know, they think everybody cool, but until it happens to you, you are not aware of it, and you live that innocent lifestyle. But everybody needs to be more aware because they don't care who they rob. They don't, old ladies, babies, they don't care. So please be careful out there. Also, ladies, when you are in the store and you have your purse in the cart, your purse is wide open because you're pulling out your coupons or your sales, your list is in there, and then you turn your back on your purse. I have seen some women just walk away from their purse. Hell, I've even done it a few times. I'm more aware now, but they just walk away, and it's not on purpose. Is you're shopping, you're trying to get down there and get the spaghetti sauce, because that's what one lady was doing. She had walked down, she was bent over, her back was turned, the cart was on the other end, and I'm like, whose cart is this? Because I didn't see her at first because she was down on the shelf, squatted down getting spaghetti sauce. And I'm like, you shouldn't do that, because on the news they showed them that where the people just walked into her purse, her wallet, purse was open, the wallet was sitting there, and they just grabbed her wallet out of her purse and walked away with it. And I don't think we don't think when we're in the store we're shopping. Our mind is focused on that one thing. But then you're not aware of it because you still have your purse. You just haven't paid any attention to the fact that someone reached in and took your wallet. So let's pay better attention to what's going on, what's out there, how we're doing things. We just have to pay better attention. Again, if it's something you want to say or talk about, 313-355-6018. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so let's move on to things I saw on social media. Scrolling through social media, came across a video of a guy. He was filming this girl he had just had sex with. She's laying in the bed in her love coma. He gets up and he says, I gave it to you good, didn't I? She was like, mm-hmm, you did. And this is how she was sounding. This ain't me. Giving him his props, telling him yes, it was all good and everything, and that they could do it again, and she was glad she met him, and he did her better, than anybody ever has. And then he says, hey, your man Tyrone, that's my cousin. And she was like, what'd you say? He was like, yeah, your man Ty Boogie, I think that's what he said. I think that's what he said. Ty Boogie is my cousin, and he told me to try and sleep with you to see if you would give it up. And you did. She was like, quit playing. He was like, no. He told me to see if I could get you in the bed. And if you would give it to me. He was like, and you gave it to me kind of easy. I didn't have to work that hard to get you in bed. So, she was like, he was laughing. He thought it was funny. And she was laying there looking stupid. Now, I don't know what the point of this is, because if you have to go through these lengths to see if someone that you're with, that you're about to make a life with or whatever, is loyal, you have to test them like this. You don't need them. And you already have a sense of the fact that something ain't right. That, you've got a feeling that this is the type of person that you're dealing with. And I don't think doing something like this is the way to go. And like I say, I still say stuff like this is for likes on social media. And I don't, maybe it was a like or whatever, I don't know. But for likes or whatever, I don't know. But a friend of mine, this happened to him like 20 years ago. So there was no social media like that. People weren't trying to get for likes. But he was a cheater. And he he used to come home, and I hope he's not listening because I know he know I'm talking about him. But he used to come home with like lipstick stains in his underwear. Take it for what? And at the time when he told me, I was like, how'd you get lipstick in your underwear? He was like, come on now. And I had to think about it. But he was a cheater, and his girlfriend and her sister set him up. He went to the sister's house to fix her sink. And first off, my man not coming to your house to do nothing. I don't give a damn who you are, by himself. I'm coming too. Me and you gonna sit there and chit chat while he do what he gotta do. But he should have known that someone right from the get go. But when he got done fixing the sink, the sister was standing there. He came out the kitchen. She was standing there naked, offering him sex, and he took it. Okay. I asked him, why'd you do that? He said, she was standing there naked, looking good. Body was glistening. He's like, she looked beautiful. So he did it. And he didn't think she would tell. But by the time he got home, he was put out. All his shit was outside. So she had been prepping for this because she knew, because you can't get everybody's stuff out the house that fast. So she knew he was going to do it because she has suspicions already. And that's my thing. If you have suspicions, you don't got to go through stuff like that. You need to do something different. And yes, that was a setup. Maybe if you don't trust your partner, you should go to counseling or something. Try to work on it. But I don't think that that's what you need to be doing. You should go to counseling, not have your sister or your cousin tempt them into sleeping with them. It seems stupid to me, but I don't know, like I said, that my friend, that was 25, 30 years ago that happened to him. And so it wasn't for social media likes. But I think everything that I see now on the internet, on social media, I take it with a grain of salt, because I do believe that some of the things that I see, some of the scenarios that I see are so stupid that I don't even believe them. And you don't know what to trust or believe in the things that they post. Maybe he did tell his cousin to sleep with her to see. But again, I say, if he knew, he must have had a suspicion that she was that type of person, because he told his cousin to do it, and she did exactly what they thought she was going to do. And then I don't want to sleep with nobody that my cousin slept with anyway. That's not something I'm going to do. Either way, I don't want to be in that scenario either way. I don't want to be the cousin that does the trying to get you to sleep with them, and I don't want to be the boyfriend or girlfriend that's having you sleep with my cousin, because what if the cousin would have slept with him and not told him that she did it, and they kept doing it. And I wonder if she would have slept with him if she had known that he was her man's cousin. But she did seem to enjoy it because, like I said, she was giving him his props and telling him how good it was and telling him that they could do it again anytime he wanted. So I kind of wonder, though, if I got to sleep with somebody else, how good and bad are you that she did it, and she did it so easily? It's a whole lot of stuff going on in that whole situation. that seems all kind of wrong, and I don't even know how you deal with that and the levels. And then these are children; they were young, couldn't have been no older than 20 somethings. They were 20 somethings. So maybe that's what they do. Maybe that's the kind of way they figure stuff out. I do not know. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, you want to talk about this? 313-355-6018. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. Station break. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world, okay? So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Things that don't seem right. So my nephew, who works in the auto industry, was saying that this new contract is not all it's cracked up to be. Everybody wasn't or isn't happy with the contract, and things don't seem right. He said that they never did get to see the full contract in writing. They just told them some of the stuff that was in it, and the stuff that looks good. That's what they told him on the surface, but it wasn't or isn't available to them to read fully. And he wants to know what is really going on, like what was given up in order to get what they got. Okay, other things were given up, and he knows it, but they didn't spell it out for them completely. And now I don't know how he voted. I didn't ask him because that's his business, and you have to remember, first off, it didn't pass with all that majority that people say. I think it was like 68% said yes in the 60s or whatever for his plant. And, majority rules. So there was a smaller plant, and I can't remember where it was. All of them voted no, but it wasn't enough no votes to overturn the vote. They didn't have, but the whole plant voted no. And that ought to tell you something, that everything wasn't good, in that contract. That plant wasn't large enough to stop the contract from being ratified, but they tried. They tried. So if you stop and think about it, the news did, the strike is settled. And I just think people were just tired of being out there on that picket line. And all of the casinos are not off strike. I think MGM is still on strike. That contract wasn't all that I think people took it. And I think people took the ones that took it, I think they took it because they need their paychecks, just like with the UAW, the plant. Because I'm not sure if the UAW is representing the casinos as well. I'm not sure. But after a couple of months, it's the holiday time. You've been out here without no paycheck. You used to bringing home $1,300 a week, and now you're bringing home $500 a week. That don't cut it. That's over half your money. So after weeks of no pay, they took what was offered, and anything halfway decent, they took it. And I want to say this too. People crossed that picket line going to see Bonnie James or whoever it was, and Gary Owens. And one of my cousins went, and I hope she's not listening, because I was a little upset with her because she said everybody ain't union strong. But we are a union town. Our family is union. And I was a little bit upset with her. I mean, I'm not going to jump on her or fall out with her about it, but I just kind of thought that, she shouldn't have went to the concert. Now, she did say that it wasn't that crowded in there. And I said it was because some of Gary Owens' tickets were like $250 a piece. She didn't pay that much, she said, but still. I would never. And people are going down there, crossing the picket line to go gamble, to spend their money. Money that they really don't have to lose. And I can go without going to. I think I've been to those casinos, all of them combined together, even the one in Canada, and ever since they've been open, I may have been there 5 times, and that's however long they've been open. All 4 of them together, even when Canada had the riverboat or whatever. 5 times total. I don't think I've been to any of them 6 times. Because I just don't. I've been to the spa. I went to the spa in there maybe twice, but I didn't gamble. I just went to the spa to get a massage. So no, use the sauna. But I wouldn't do that right now. So again, MGM still on strike, and MGM is $1 billion corporation. Their revenue is astronomical. These aren't, they've got half the hotels and casinos in Vegas. They've got them in all little cities, just like we have a MGM casino there in other states and cities as well. And they offered them a crappy contract, and they didn't take it. So again, those that had no choice, that missed their money, it's close to the Christmas, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, they had no choice but to take that contract. I don't know who's calling me, but I forgot to turn my phone off. So if you're listening, everybody that knows me knows where I am right now. So that must be spam calling. The the WJZZ Cool TV Book Club. Let's go into that. Okay, so I have a short story in the fall winter edition of Detroit Stories Quarterly. It is written under my real name, under my government name. It is called Imagine Slave. And Detroit Stories Quarterly consists of stories centered around Detroit. And what I have written is a story, like I said, called Imagine Slave. And it's what I imagine my life might have been like if I had been born into slavery. I always think that about how you are where God wants you to be in this time and space. But what if you had been born in a different time, okay? In another time? Would you have been able to survive? What would your life have been like? That's what started me to writing it. I always think about different time periods. The Roaring '20s. I remember my grandmother saying how she used to go dancing all the time when she was young in the '20s and whatnot. And I always thought about that stuff. And then maybe I'll write something the next time about what it would have been like had I had lived in Detroit in 1920. That might be something to think about. But it's called Detroit Stories Quarterly. It was available on Amazon, but you can Google it, because when I went to Amazon and searched, it didn't come up. But when I Googled it, it came up saying it was on Amazon. I think it's a good read. There are a couple of other stories in here. Keith Owens has a story in here. Marcellus, he has been at the station on other shows. He has a story in here. So I think it's worth it. It was $15. Detroit Stories Quarterly, available on Amazon. Imagine Slave, under my real name, Charlotte Jones. I think it's good, but what else am I supposed to say other than, it's my stuff. I'm going to definitely tell you I think it's good. So pick it up. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know. You can find it in other places if you Google it. I'm super proud of having something in this publication, and it gave me a chance to write something different other than sex. There's a little bit of sex in there. It's important to the story, but nothing like what's in Ain't Always for Apple, okay? Nothing like that. But again, I appreciate Keith for letting me publish something of mine in here. I want to, like I said, I want to be taken serious as a writer, and I think this does just that. It's it's different. It's something different from me. So you can go to the WJZZ Cool TV Facebook book club page and go to our Facebook page. Follow us. This is where we will give you information about the books that I talk about on here. We will be giving out information on all the books that come our way, and information on the business of books, because it's a little difficult to maneuver the world of books. It's publishing, distributing, author events, book signings, mine and other people's. It's hard to maneuver around this this business, and it seems like everybody has a book, and so you don't know what to read, what to look for, how to get your book out there, none of that. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing, kind of helping you get out there. When it comes to books, we will try to help in any way we can. If you want to send me your books, I can add it to the page. I can talk about it on the show. You can be a guest. Do so by sending it to Wjzz Cool TV, care of Charjay, 5470 Shane in Detroit, 48211. I'm asking for a hard copy, and do that, and we'll see what we can do and get you on here, talk about it. Try to help you out as best we can. And when you send your books, ask for the media postage rate at the post office. It's a little bit cheaper when you do it like that. I don't know why, but that's the best rate you're going to get, because when I send out my books multiple, I was like, oh, I want to do it from home, and the lady at the post office was like, nope, cheapest rate is for you to get up, come in, and it's a better rate. So take that into consideration when you send me your books, and we can work from there. I will read them, contact you, try to get you on the show, whatever we need to do to get these books out here, because there are so many books available for you to read, and I want to give you the best information on the books that we get, and talk to the person that wrote the book, because sometimes somebody told me about my book that they didn't understand what it was about until they saw me do an interview, and they was like, oh, I get it now. They thought I was just out here being nasty, just right. No, it's an educational tool first and foremost, but I use the sex in order to get them to pick the book up, okay? And information on my books is available at charjay.com. A ain't always for Apple, Volume 1 and Volume 2 and a quarter. And I'm working on getting them back on Amazon, and I think that's easier. That'll be easier to get them out there. Everybody knows if it's on Amazon, it's easy to get, okay? But people said that they didn't understand what my books were about. And it's an educational tool first and foremost. And sex is what I use to get you to pick up the book. But that's not the be all of the book, okay? And I did it like that because you want the person that can't read to pick up the book. And it's educational in other aspects as well. My tagline is, whether you can read or not, you will learn something. And it's not necessarily saying you're going to learn something about sex. One of my friends learned that what voyeurism was. She didn't know prior to reading the book. So she did learn something, not necessarily about sex, or because she can read, not necessarily about that. Somebody said that they did learn something about sex. It has many components to it, but the person told me that they didn't understand what my books were about until until they picked it up, until they saw the interview and understood what I was trying to do. And if that's what made them get it, the interview, that's why I try to do any interview that I can, okay? Any interview that I can, I try to do so that people can learn about these books other than from the sex aspect. That's a good way to say it. All right. News and things you can use. So don't forget that every Sunday we pass out food at Plymouth United Church, which is at 600 East Warren on the corner of St. Antoine. They will be there this Sunday. We don't take a break. We were there on Easter Sunday. We don't take a break because the need is the need regardless, just because it's the holiday or holiday weekend, the need may be bigger that weekend. We say it starts at 11:30, but I'm going to tell you, and I always tell you, when I pull up at 10:45, 10:50 to help unload, people are already lined up. Sometimes it takes us a while to unload and set up. If we get it set up early, we start earlier. It's from food produce and stuff from Trader Joe, although I did see some meat down there the other day. We don't ask you no questions. We pray, pass out the food. Don't always have the same thing. Sometimes we have a lot. Sometimes we have a little. So, and when it's gone, it's gone. So come if you like. And this is the time when the need is higher. So I expect to see more people as we get closer, into the holiday season. And last week, this past Sunday, we had everything except the turkey for Thanksgiving meal. Um, we had all that we had. And I don't want to do that. Beans, greens, tomato. I don't want to do that. But we had yams and greens, and I think I saw some green beans and stuff like that. So we had all the sides for you to do a Thanksgiving dinner. There was some cheese for your macaroni and cheese. So yeah, we had everything to prepare a Thanksgiving dinner, a Thanksgiving meal. And speaking of a Thanksgiving meal, tomorrow at Rock Church International, which tomorrow Thanksgiving, which is located at 10330 Whittier. Pastor Caldwell will be serving turkey dinner, and they will be watching the Lions game. Go Lions, okay? Starts at 11 a.m., runs until 2 p.m. You can dine in or carry out. So, now, I always tell you, please call over there for accuracy, or I don't know if they have a website. Go to their website. Any information that I pass on, please check it out for yourself, okay? You're watching WJZZ Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And like I said, anything that I tell you, please, please, please check it out for yourself, okay? Now, on December 16th, Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church, 11525 Whittier, Pastor McNeil is doing a toy giveaway and research fair from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is for the first 200 children that are registered by December 10th. They will get toys. These events are part of the POW, Pastors on Whittier. And thank you to Michelle for sending me this. So I know you're like, why are you giving stuff on the east side? Because that's what was sent to me. If you have something that you want the people to know, send me a message. She sent this in my DM, so please send it to me. I'm happy to pass it along. Now, again, I say this. Please check this out. Make sure things are accurate. Don't just show up. Call first. And sometimes, I want to say this. Sometimes in life, we all need help. Okay? We all need help. And I'm talking about this because a lady stopped me Sunday as I was leaving, and she said she has watched us pass out this food from her apartment window for months, because we're right across from a big apartment complex. And she never came to get the food because she was ashamed. She needed the food, but was too ashamed to come get the food. She thought we were going to pry in her business and stuff. She thought we were going to ask her questions. We don't. we don't ask you nothing. But she did say that she was glad she came. And I want to say this, not just about the food ministry, but if you need the help, go get the help. People put this stuff out, and people don't show up sometimes. Nobody comes to get it because they think people are going to pry in their life, just like this lady said. And at the food ministry that I'm a part of, we don't ask you no questions. You come in, we pray. We have to pray. And we pass the food out. I noticed the line has been getting longer, and I know some of you have heard me mention it here, and some of you have came to get it. But sometimes we end up sending that food to a food pantry, and sometimes it's too much for the food pantry. Nobody needs 5 boxes of bananas. And sometimes we get, and I always pick on the bananas, but sometimes we get 10 cases of bananas. We only give out 3 or 4, if that, if enough people show up. And a lot of people, we talk during the, when we're passing it out, it's like, well, what are you going to do with this? The one lady that came to get the food said she was going to make banana fritters. I didn't know you could make banana fritters, and so we talk like that. It's a community thing, and nobody is in your business. Nobody is trying to shame you about you came to get this food. You was here last week. No, we're not. That's not what we do. We are happy to give this out. We are happy to serve, and I want to thank Reverend Hood for allowing us to use his church to do that. If it's cold, we let you come in, sit down, wait for us to pass it out. Some of the volunteers, because we don't always have men there to help us unload those big heavy boxes, and some of the volunteers will even get out of line and help us. And I like to tell them, and it's not my event or my thing, but I like to tell them, well, you know, you helped us. You can kind of stick around and get more stuff because you helped us bring it in. So I think you are entitled to a little bit more. That's just me, you know. If they want one thing of strawberries, I think you can have two. Oh, can I have two? Because you helped us unload the food, and you don't have to do that. So it's a community thing, and we're helping each other. Okay, and I mean, I'm on here telling you where you might can go get some help, and some of you won't even go get the help, and you need it because times are hard. Prices are up, gas is up, although gas has come down a little bit. I wanted to say that. And eggs have come down a little bit too. Eggs used to be $5, now they're $1.50, so they have come down. And gas is down. I saw gas for $2.94. So, but these resources are out there, and you should utilize them. That's all I am saying. Okay, get the food, take the food, go get the toys for the kids. You know, this time of year, every little bit does help in every situation. There is no need of you saying, oh, well, I can't go get it. I don't want to go get it. Come on now. Your children shouldn't suffer because you are ashamed of asking for help. Bottom line. They have all these organizations that are out here to help you, and you won't even go get the food or go try to get the toys. That's all I'm saying. Because that lady, she actually said she's been watching us for months, since, I think she said since April she's been watching us. Hell, it's almost April again. And she said she was hungry a couple of days. Come on now. That doesn't make any sense to me because you are ashamed. It's just like my books and with reading. People are ashamed to tell you that they cannot read. They are ashamed to tell you that they cannot read. They are ashamed to tell you that they need help. That doesn't make any sense, y'all. We need to stop that. I know we don't want people talking about it. Oh, she needed help. She had to get some toys for her kid. Stop that. Don't even think that. And if somebody says something, who cares if they say something? They're not hurting you. Those are words. Words don't hurt. So if you hear somebody say that, hell, what they doing there? They standing in line behind you. So come on, don't be like that. Go get the food. Go get the toys. Go get the help that you need for you and your family. Go get it. Okay. Get my books, or pick up any book, to learn how to read. There is no shame in not knowing how to read. The shame is in not doing anything about it. And to me, that doesn't make any sense. If it's something that I don't know, you can Google anything. You can take a class. Hell, classes are free. Most of the classes are free out here, especially if you don't have a high school diploma. And I meant to pull up this information about this program called FARM, F-A-R-M, and it has nothing to do with farming. It's something about fathers, something resource Renaissance men. And I meant to bring that up, and I'm going to go deep into it, and I'm going to try to get that gentleman to come on and talk about the program. He talk about his program, but he's offering help. He's helping people find jobs and get education and get their GED and get training. And if you need these type of things, seek these type of things out. Some stuff I see on social media, Facebook, whatever, some of this stuff pans out to be good information that you can use to better your life. And your life, once your life is better, you can make the life of your children and your spouse better. So again, if you see resources that are available to you, take them. I hate to harp on this, but what that lady said hit home, because she is not the only person that I have heard say stuff like that. Take the stuff and use the stuff. So let's go back over it. Tomorrow, turkey dinner is being served, and they watching the game. Okay, you can watch the game. If you're out here and you might not have a TV, you might not have electricity, you might not have heat tomorrow or whatever, go to the church, get you a dinner, sit there and be warm and watch the game. Some people, this time of year, you might have been laid off for 2 months at the plant. Not saying that this is where you want to be, but if go get the meals and take them home, because you can carry out. You don't even have to sit there with the people. You can do a carry out dinner, and that's at Rock Church International, which is located at 1033 Whittier. Pastor Caldwell. Turkey dinners, watching the game. No reason for you to be hungry tomorrow if you're hungry. Some people would rather sit there and be without than to get up and go get this. So again, I say you don't even have to sit there with the people. Get your dinner, carry it out, and take it home and enjoy it. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell you other than go get it. And again, like I say, make sure you check for accuracy on the things that I tell you. And again, register by December 10th for the toy giveaway, which will be held on December 16th at Star Missionary Baptist Church, Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church, which is at 11525 Whittier, and that's Pastor McNeil. And it's a toy giveaway, but it's also a resource fair. That means that they're going to have information on probably jobs, home, housing, stuff like that. So, and again, I want to thank Michelle for sending me this. And again, if you have something you want people to know, resources that you have, messages that you have, if you're doing a giveaway of some sort, send it to me. Unique Truth on Facebook, Sharjay.com. You can send it to the Wjzz Cool TV Facebook page. Put it in the DMs. Preferably send it to me, Unique Truth with Sharjay, on Facebook in my DMs. And we will get that information passed on. But again, I say make sure you check to see if my information is correct, because people send me this. All right. What else did I see on social media that might be worth? Some of the stuff is so stupid. I don't even really want to talk to you all about it, because it's just, you'd be like, oh, wow, really? That can't be real. And I know. It's like, what are they doing? What are they saying? Why are they on here? Why would you put your business out there like that? That's one thing I wonder. Why would you put your business out on social media like that? That if I just slept with somebody, I don't want him taping me. I don't want people knowing I just had sex. So that right there, that's why I say I think that was for likes. Because if you are having sex, who got the camera on after you have sex? Unless you had the camera on while you was having sex, but that's a whole nother hookup right there. That's something different. That's how you get down. Maybe he did tape. Oh, what if he taped it and showed it to his cousin? Yeah, man, this is what I did with your girl. That's just weird to me. I got that. I have so many issues with that. Okay, so here's something I saw. Tomorrow being Thanksgiving and people cooking. I know y'all got somebody in y'all family that can't cook, but yet and still they always want to offer up the food. I'm going to cook. We can have it at my house. What do you do? What do you do in situations like that? What do you do? I've seen where people are saying they're going to tell them. I've seen where people said they ate the food and got sick, which I did that one time. I ate something at somebody's house and I was on the radio at the time, and I threw up what they had cooked. And then when I went to do, so it made my throat messed up. And when I went to go do my radio show, people were calling me, asking me what was wrong with my voice, and I had to tell them. So then people started calling me, telling me times where they where they had been out to meals and the food wasn't good. One guy said he had on a brand new suit, but that food was so nasty he put it in his pocket because he could not eat it. And when he cleaned his plate, he said they tried to give him some more. He was like, "No, I'm good. I'm full." He packed up a plate to take it because they insisted, but he said he threw all that shit away. And do you do stuff like that? You put food in your pocket? You know, what do you do? How, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? I'm not going to talk about the people in my family that cannot cook, and then it's the ones that cannot cook that think they can. And I want to say this. In my self-help book that I've got coming out, if your friend is trying to cater parties and they can't cook, please tell them. Please don't have them selling food, because if you sell me some food that's nasty, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I ain't playing, because if somebody says to me, "Oh, they cook really good, their food is delicious," and I get that mess and it's not good, I'm gonna beat your ass because you charged me money for some bull, and I'm gonna have a problem with it. And I say that because people always posting their plates, their food on social media, and some of that stuff looks horrible. But what do they friends say? "Oh, girl, that look good. Let me get a plate." You lying. You're lying to them, and we need to stop. If I don't comment on your food dishes, that means that that did not look good and I don't want any. And I'm not going to comment and lie to you. Or when people post pictures that are not very becoming and everybody tells them how pretty they look. No, you don't. But people don't tell you. People lie. People will lie to you. And I don't understand why people do that. You can't cook. That dress ain't cute. That hair you wearing not cute. None of that stuff. And people won't tell you. They lie to you. Those are your friends. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. If I don't give you a comment, if I don't like it or whatever, or post something, then that was not a good look for you. Then that plate was not good, did not look good, and I don't want any. And it takes this one girl. She was like, "Don't y'all be posting them struggling plates on my Facebook page, or I'm going to talk about them." Okay. And I think honesty is the best policy, but we don't want to hurt our friends' feelings. I'm just saying. You're watching Unique Truth with Sharjay, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It is the coolest station in the world. Okay? Yeah. So, Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope everybody has a really good Thanksgiving. My granddaughter has been waiting on, she's been asking for macaroni and cheese since last Mother's Day. We had a family issue to where she didn't get the macaroni and cheese last Thanksgiving, but she has been looking forward to it, and I am not going to disappoint her. I am tired. I'm going to go home and take a nap, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to prep all this stuff so my grandbaby can have what she wants for Thanksgiving. And yeah, I'm sure all of you have family coming in or you're going somewhere. And I say, I just cannot believe that it is Thanksgiving already. That's the part I'm having trouble with. It is Thanksgiving already. And hold on, I'm looking at something. Yeah, it is Thanksgiving already. I cannot believe it. Okay. It's going so fast. And they've been playing, y'all know I got a problem with them been playing Christmas crap since 2 weeks before Halloween, but it's almost over. I just got a little bit more time to deal with it because after we get out of Christmas, then we go into tax time ads and political ads. Then you get bombarded with those. All right, those are things that I'm just tired of. All right, okay. So as always, if you want to be a guest on my show, or if you want to sponsor or advertise with me, reach out. You can drop me a message on Unique Truth with Sharjay, the Facebook page, or on my website, sharjay.com. You can reach out to the station, Wjzz Cool TV. And on sharjay.com, you can find all my books. Ain't Always for Apple Volume 1 and Volume 2 1/4. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are happy to talk with you about anything, whatever you want to bring on here. If it fits, my show is, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to help the community. If you're an author, a singer, a activist, I'm trying to help you get your message out. So do not hesitate to reach out to us, because this is an open format and we're here for you. All you have to do, like with the resources that are out there, all you have to do is utilize us, and we can take it from there. All right. So again, if you want to be a guest or sponsor, advertise, whatever, don't hesitate to reach out to us. All right. We are not open to stuff. We are open to most anything. We're not going to let you come on here and, do stuff that's unethical, but we can handle pretty much anything that you come up with. So keep that in mind. Those are the things that we are looking for, things that that help the community, that help you. Those are the things. Get your message out. We are here to help you with that. I do appreciate you guys for being here every week with me, and as we build and try to get this out here like that. I appreciate you. I do this for you. I'm trying to build it back up, and like I was when I was on at night. So somebody messaged me and said, "Hey, I've been looking for you," and here I am. So as we do it each and every week, we will try to get better and make it better for you. So come on, join us, help you, that type of thing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the community, give you things that you can use. And if you have something that you think people can use, send a message. Come on the show. Don't hesitate. We would love to hear from you. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy Thanksgiving, which I still can't believe is tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I know a lot of y'all are about to be in here cooking. So put you on, go to WJZZ Jazz and listen to some jazz and just enjoy the holiday. All right. Thank you for joining me.